Presidential Tribunal will affirm Tinubu'S victory. Northern Group alleges. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post our juicy news update. Please click on the notification bell. The chairman of Youth Awareness on Leadership and Election in Bauchi State, Kamis Musa Darazo, has expressed optimism that President Bola Tinubu will emerge victorious at the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal, PEPT. He therefore said that as soon as Tinubu wins the case, he would rename his 2-year-old daughter from Hawa to the president's mother named Abibatu. According to him, renaming his daughter to Abibatu would be to show his gratitude to God for upholding Tinubu's election. Kamis said, and I quote, "This is also to attest to the fact that Bola Tinubu is an offshore of a credence family. It is also a family which tentacles was well rooted in the socio-economic and political landscape of Nigeria, Africa, and the entire globe." He commended Tinubu for reappointing Malam Shehu Darazo as a special advisor in political and intergovernmental affairs after serving Buhari as senior special assistant on special duties for 8 consecutive years, from 2015 to 2023. According to him, Yawo's reappointment was because of his commitment to the country, the Northeast, Bauchi and his hometown, Darazo in particular, stressing that since the advent of the All Progressive Congress as a party, the elder statesman had been working tirelessly to provide democracy dividends to Nigerians, particularly the people of Darazo local government area. He recalled that Darazo has since his appointment and reappointment today is giving free scholarship to over 200 youths across the country to further their education and assisted vast numbers of youth with capital to boost their small-scale entrepreneurships. He said, and I quote, "Malam Darazo awarded roads and drainage construction contracts in his hometown worth me 897,577,627.79K to Power Hill Construction Limited, provision of power substation in Darazo to boost electricity supply, and rehabilitated Darazo and Konkel Jumu at Mosque. And Konkel Jumat Mosque." According to him, Darazo brought NCE College to Darazo local government with a view to give opportunity to the less privileged youth to afford them higher education, contracted the dredging of the mini dam to encourage youth to engage in dry season farming, and acquired appointment to over 50 graduates in various government parastatals, among others. Looking at those above legacy projects brought about by Malam Darazo under the All Progressive Congress administration, we are declaring our continued support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu leadership of the country in the next 8 years of his first and second term tenure, he said. Now, people will be say don't already, position themselves for Tinubu's administration. They are not praying that anything happens to. They are not praying that it goes wrong for Tinubu. This is what I said. No matter how tough it is, there are people who are enjoying. No matter how bad you feel, this time we are in. You get people who say they cash out this period. Where we say they want to make, as the country use deal like this, make it remain like this, make them continue to the cash out. That is just the truth. If the country turn upside down, you get some people who go the benefits as the country turn upside down. If the country is still there, okay, get people who go the benefits. That is just the truth. So those people is like I can say one of those people is the person who is writing this article now. He's coming out to praise Tinubu, and praise the person he has gifted and say, "Oh, I want this person to continue." That is just what he's saying here. It's like nocturnals have come into this world to suffer. They can never be tired from suffering. My dear, don't say that too. Don't say that. This person is writing in somebody else's interest, and that person is connected to the plug, Tinubu's administration. So the person is only coming out to say, this thing where they enjoy, make them no go, make them no let, make them come out for where? For their mats. Okay? They are the poverty headquarters of Nigeria, and the foolish people are enjoying their suffering. My dear, don't call them foolish. I said this before. If the Northerners, and when I mean the Northerners, I do not mean the Northerners who are politicians. I mean the grassroots Northerners. If the Northerners come to the realization of how their so-called religious leaders, traditional leaders have been scoping them, have been enslaving them. See this country, now that time revolution go really really happen. The day when northerners go get to the realization, say all those super stories and they teach them, say haram is a school is haram, all those things, what's it called, modernization is haram. The day when they go find out, say na lie, and they use their head. That day southerners go just sit down. We go be like say we dey for inside the cinema, we go dey watch the movie dey play out, because it's not gonna be funny at all. All right. All these northerners, what master plan did they have for their fellow northerners since 50 years? That they do not have any good intention, no development, no good result in education, but they don't even dress well. If they like buy 20,000 naira French suit, they still look like their forefathers. Let them continue pressing the country down. Those that oppose in leading Nigeria is the face of the nation development, and they continue to maintain the brain of advancement and development inherited by their forefathers. My dear, these people don't know better. They are subjecting, these people, they don't know better. They are subjecting a good number of those people who I call the real northerners, people who are grassroots northerners. They are subjecting them to generational poverty. How do they do it? They don't have, unlike the southerners, these people, they don't have what they call birth control there. They don't have it. They don't give their opportunity for such things to become aware, for their women to become aware that there's a way you can, meet your partner, meet your husband, meet your wife, and no children will come out of it. They don't have it, number one. Number two, they don't, how do I put it? They don't allow them to breathe. How? Immediately they are getting pregnant by their partner, they give birth. After giving birth, immediately they give birth. Immediately that child begin to learn how to waka, learn how to talk. They don't carry and go give one malam. That malam go continue in what I will call brainwashing. They go brainwash this child from, you imagine, say they just born you into one, they don't start to, they tell you, oh, this one is haram, that one is haram, Allah does not like it. You understand? Feeding your mouth with all kind of false teachings, and tell you, oh, people like this, they are not the same with us. They are doing this one, they are not with us. If you do this, there is jihad. The people will grow up, and if they have been telling that child, if you have been telling the child from when he don't learn how to talk, say, hey, these people, they dress like this, so then they be haram, they are your enemies, they are this, what do you think will happen? That is how it will be, and the cycle continues. It is until we have people who break free, break into their communities, and start telling them that, look, there is actually, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to break them, because how do you get to stop them taking your children to brainwash them when we say it happens naturally? So sometimes I don't blame them, but I know that a revolution will happen once these people find out what they have been, what have been hidden from them. All right, on this note, you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest.